I love a good walkout song like that. I hope everyone is enjoying their Token 2049, and thanks for being here today to take a little time out of your day to learn more about zero gravity and what we're building. I'm Jake Salerno, the head of business development at Zero Gravity. We're joined here by our CTO and co-founder Ming, and for the next 10 or so minutes, we'll be able to kind of talk through the vision of Zero G, the kind of performance and key differentiators, and also what's next, because we all know that you're here for the alpha, but also want to learn about why we're sitting on this stage today in general. So, for those new to Zero G, can you share more about our vision and why this technology was built from the start?
Yeah. I think this is the very. So we have really very passionate about to building the AI with the blockchain technology, and we think that there are the problems on both sides that can resolve this from each other. And for example, for the blockchain that, and because the Web3 interface is kind of different than the Web2 interface. So users need to manage the private keys, and which is quite not familiar for normal people. And so user experience is a big barrier for the users to adopt the mass adoption of the Web3. So the AI, when AI comes in, the AI definitely can help improve a lot the user experience for users to interact with the blockchain, so that users don't need to worry about how to manage their keys and how to manage the different chains and how to move their assets between them and get benefit. And also, the AI can also help the blockchain development for the audit of the smart contracts, for example, to make the system bug-free. Reversely, we also see that AI has a lot of problems that is mainly due to the centralization, right? So because in the centralized AI, so people, they don't have the transparency. So we don't know the entity who trained the model, so what data they use and what target function they use, and whether they will insert some poison backdoor attack in there so that the AI can have them evil behavior when in some critical scenarios. And so in order to achieve this, we believe that blockchain technology can help a lot, because blockchain is a decentralized ledger that can record everything transparently and immutable, and also traceable. So by applying this blockchain kind of stuff in every critical stages in the entire AI workflow, we really hope that the blockchain can make AI more transparent and more, so that we can guarantee the alignment of the AI for the user intention and the value, and also make AI more democratic. Yeah.
Well said, Ming. And when I first joined the team, the mission was clear, and it's still clear today, and that's to make AI a public good. But as Ming described, it takes a lot of technical breakthroughs to allow AI to be a public good and have full provenance, have all this transparency, and be aligned, right? We want to align incentives, and blockchains can certainly provide the ability to do so for AI. So with our public mainnet announcement on September 22nd, we're about a week into a public builder ecosystem. And, there's a lot of hype and excitement. There's a lot of builders on Zero G today, but, perhaps you could talk us through some of the key differentiators of Zero G versus just being another layer one blockchain.
Yeah, sure. So I think when applying the blockchain or decentralized technology to the AI world, there could be a lot of huge challenges. Scalability is the first one, and also the verifiability and the privacy. Talk about the scalability. So because currently, especially with the advancement of the large language model, the model has a huge amount of parameters, and it will consume a huge amount of data. And so this actually increase the scalability issue, like not only data and also the computation power and the storage and even the user skill. So this is already well known, and AI, I think, is a monster that really consumed a lot of computation resources. But the blockchain is a system that care more about the security. So it used the technique of the replication-based consensus to address the security issue. So which means that it, natively it lacks some scalability originally. So basically, so the key system design should be how to minimize the data that really, the critical data that really need to be put on the blockchain, and leave as much as data on the separate storage and the computer resources, so that we can maximize the parallelism and the scalability of the data processing and computation. So in Zero-G's design, we actually introduced our own decentralized storage and our own decentralized compute network, all adopt this philosophy. And so we put the normal work on the off-chain resources, but the key thing is that every job, including the storage and the computation, need to provide strongest enough proof about its work, about the correctness and the security of the result. And this proof is very concise information that can be put on the chain. So the chain with the smart contract can verify this kind of thing, and then we can design a reasonable incentive mechanism to incentivize the decentralized providers can provide these kind of resources and services. So, and also in this system, the key thing is that we need to make the system have the property of the horizontal scalability, so that the system can easily scale out with the increasing number of resources. And this technique actually we applied for all our three components: the storage, the computation, and even our layer 1 chain. So in our layer 1 chain, we actually adopt a novel, we call it a shared staking consensus, to scale out the chains in different way. So we actually allows the validators to extend their computation by launching the multiple consensus protocols, participate multiple consensus protocols in parallel, and also the staking status can be put on some anchor chain that can be shared by all the different consensus protocols, so that the multiple consensus can share the same amount of the same set of validators and the same share the same status staking status, so that the security level of all the chains are same. So in this sense, we actually essentially sharding the chains, but guarantee, but never sacrifice the security and the decentralization. Yeah.
You know, it's compelling to see how much has gone into such a usable solution now. That was something that we really worked on from coming out of Stealth in March of 2024, is the user kind of friendliness of this for people to build on-chain, fully on-chain AI. So what we wanted to create was something that was, of course, usable, secure, highly performant, and now we've actually been able to build some really exciting ways for people to get started, right? Using AI to build with AI is the low-hanging fruit for sure. So we are announcing a lot of fun different front ends and experiences on the Zero-G ecosystem side. We have over 350 partners that have deployed and started using those services for the betterment of their protocol. I see also a few of them in the crowd, so thanks for turning out. But from kind of the BD perspective, right, you can think about the 4 core solutions that Ming was talking about: the actual layer 1, the decentralized storage, the data availability layer, and then the compute network. And we have a lot of dApps and builders that have deployed natively on the Zero-G chain, but we also have hundreds of projects that are on different blockchains that are consuming decentralized storage, the data availability, and compute. So we're pretty agnostic to the entire space, right? And I think when it comes to the revenue generating mechanisms in Web3, we're able to provide decentralized and secure alternatives to cloud. We're going after what we like to call internally Cloud 3. And so we're able to provide these solutions that are secure and scalable that rival a lot of the traditional cloud environments, but have more security, and they actually are more cost efficient through the coordination of these resources. So it's been a really fun and inspiring endeavor going out to all the builders across a multi-chain ecosystem and saying, hey, we have decentralized storage, we have DA and compute that can serve your needs. It's very secure, it's very cost optimized, and so therefore the integration of zero-G is relatively undisputed, right? So we're seeing a lot of traction in the ecosystem, and we of course want to invite you guys to build with our technology. But looking ahead, what would you say, Ming, that these folks and the zero-G ecosystem have to be excited about for the next, let's say, 3-6 months or even the next year?
Yeah, so since we just launched our mainnet, and it's a very preliminary version, and we are going to keep improving its scalability and performance. For the chain side, we will we just started one chain now, and we will soon, maybe in the next quarter, and we will have the multiple chains gradually set up. And then we will really have our scalability, and we will enlarge the ecosystem side, and by onboarding more utility agent on top of our system, because I think agent is the future of the AI, right? And also I really believe that the agent in the decentralized environment, by combining this tokenomics, can really lead to the real AGI, because the agent can be set up in a really a real society and interact with other agents and humans with some economic constraint. And I'm really excited about that. And I think Zero-G's mission is to continuously make our system infrastructure stronger to support such kind of a large volume of the user scenarios. Yeah.
Yeah, it's going to be a very exciting ride with our ecosystem. And for those who might be new to Zero-G, you can learn more about us by going to zerog.ai on any sort of browser, following us on X, Zero-G_labs, and we've got some really great documentation, but our main page actually links a few different initiatives that might be of interest to you. We, of course, have an accelerator that allows us to provide more resources for new and upcoming projects. And we've also got an incubation program called Guild on Zero-G. We've set aside $88.8 million for investing into projects with this program, so you can learn more about that. And if you're a builder in the space, regardless of the stage, we're here to support. Both Ming and I are happy to hop on calls, but we've got a great team of 70, and we've got a bunch of initiatives and a bunch of different fun incentives to come and build on Zero-G. So for now, please do keep a lookout for Zero-G's shared success with the ecosystem over the coming weeks, months, and years. But we thank you for tuning in today to learn more about us, and we look forward to building with you. Thanks, Ming.
Thank you.